Hello again, friends and loyal Wolfpack members, Chaos Wolf here, and welcome back to the channel. Now, today, Frontier released newsletter 116, and in this newsletter we had some rather interesting news. From previous newsletters we've found out a little bit about what's going to be happening in update 2.1, and this just kind of builds upon that. What we've been teased with this week is the fact that we will even be able to track community goals from both the galaxy and the system map. They are basically going to be tracked in the similar way to how you track friends, ships and missions. They're going to have their own unique little symbol, which is basically going to be very similar to the wing symbol, but instead of it being like a blue circle with the 3 little blue dots on there, it's going to be just a green hollow circle, and that's it. So that's going to be interesting. It's going to be absolutely amazing to be able to keep track of the community goals from the galaxy map. So you can at all times know where you need to go for certain community goals. You'll be able to see them all at the same time. And when you go into the system view, it will show you which station the community goal is actually active at. So that's going to be extremely helpful. And that's building on the change that we got from I think it was last week's newsletter, which was the fact that we are finally getting bookmarks in the galaxy map. So we can bookmark systems, we can bookmark trade routes and so on. I'm not sure if we can set up specific routes, like multi-jump routes or so on, but at the very least we can definitely get bookmarks being put in. So we can bookmark a specific station, a specific settlement, or even a specific point on a planet. I don't know if we would be able to bookmark a specific point in space. That seems to me like it would be pushing it a little bit. So we're just getting a lot more functionality out of the user interface, which is really great. It's something that we've needed for a long time. It's just Frontier's finally getting around to being able to do it. What we saw as well in another one of the previous newsletters was the fact that we are going to be getting in 2.1 large and huge multi-cannons. If I am correct as well, we are also going to be getting huge lasers, so this is going to be adding a lot more versatility to the to the larger ships, like the Fer-de-Lance being the smallest of them, the Anaconda, the Corvette and the Cutter. But it's also going to be changing how players go and play the ships like the Vulture. I mean, most people run the Vulture with dual pulse lasers if you're running it a certain way, or if you run it another way you can have it with a beam laser and a plasma cannon or something, plasma accelerator even, which is how I like to run them. But it's not the most efficient. I'm just looking forward to seeing how the Vulture kind of evolves as a ship, so to speak, given a new weapon, given a large multi-cannon. That's going to be extremely interesting. I'm also looking forward to seeing how the Clipper works with large multi-cannons, having 2 large multi-cannons on either of the nacelles, and then just having 2 medium lasers. That's going to be extremely interesting for me. Really looking forward to seeing how basically combat evolves in Elite Dangerous. Not just this, we're obviously getting way more things in the game. We are going to be getting engineers. The engineers are apparently planet-based NPCs that can help you tweak certain aspects of your ship systems, and each one focuses, or specialises more, should I say, on certain ship systems. One may potentially specialise in plasma weapons, one may specialise in laser weapons, one may specialise in shields. We don't know. But Frontier has teased previously that we're going to be able to customise our ships beyond just the modules and weapons and skins that we put on the ships, and paint jobs even. Like we're going to be able to choose the colour of our weapons. We'll be able, like, you can have gimbaled beam lasers with like green, red, yellow, orange or pink lasers, whatever colour you want apparently. And I'm just wondering whether this is going to be coming in the 2.1 update or not. I really do hope so, because I would love to be able to have perhaps red shields, perhaps, or even white shields would be very interesting. And white lasers perhaps, maybe on a black ship, but Commander Ducky obviously will be having to have a yellow shields and yellow weapons. That would be amazing, just to have that extra little bit of customisation. I'm wondering to what depths the engineers will be able to customise weapons and so on. I mean, is it going to be like a slider thing where you have to kind of make compromises? I'm assuming this is the main way it's going to be working, where if you want to get a higher damage output, you're going to have higher heat and a higher power draw or something. Or whether you just get a little buff that's almost a little free. But I feel like it's going to be along the lines of just like overclocking certain parts of your ship. So that's going to be rather interesting to see. And I'm really curious as to how Frontier goes and implements this. Another thing that is coming in 2.1, which is, I assume, is one of the major reasons as to why it's actually been pushed back to like May, June time. Apparently the beta is possibly coming out in May, with the full release in June, potentially. I'm not quite sure about this, because Frontier are kind of keeping very tight-lipped about this, which is kind of understandable considering that this is going to be a big important update for them, because they want to fix a lot of things that a lot of the community feel are somewhat broken, like the bulletin boards and the mission systems. What's happening is the mission system is being completely overhauled. And I know we've heard this before. Oh yes, Frontier is completely overhauling the mission system, and all that's happened is just been a little few tweaks, and it's just fallen far short of our expectations. But with Frontier taking the extra time here, I do think that that's what they are doing, is trying to meet our expectations. They are working as hard as they possibly can to make this update the best they've had so far, and I'm really hoping that that's going to be the case. But one of the things that they're changing is that they're going to be having faces to mission givers. We're going to have special mission givers per faction and so on, certain ranks of mission givers per minor faction as well, or even major power or whatever, and we have to gain reputation with these people. The more reputation we gain with the minor faction, the better class of missions and so we'll be getting. So I imagine that's going to be changing the way the reputation works as well. So to start off with, we'd have unlocked access to one of the most basic, like the basic level mission giver, like the entry level. And after we've fulfilled so many criteria, we unlock the next tier up as well, so we get a little bit closer to the head of the faction. So that's going to be really interesting as well. And I'm looking forward to seeing how this gets implemented as well, especially since I have my own minor faction. We have the Wolves of Jonai. I'm really looking forward to seeing if we, as group leaders, will be able to choose what our quest givers and mission givers look like, and what their names are, and so on. That would be absolutely amazing for me to be able to do this. Name the mission givers after my admins or the officers, so to speak, in the group. I think that would be absolutely amazing, and I'm really looking forward to seeing if that ends up being a possibility. If not, then it's not going to be a big issue. But I would like to be able to see my face in the game as like the top tier mission giver in the Wolves of Jonai, because the mission givers are going to be persistent. So it's going to be the same for everybody. They're not going to be randomly generated per person, which is how things have happened. Well, that's not exactly how things have happened, but there's a lot of random generation being going on at the moment. But this is going to be something that's really persistent, and I'm really looking forward to this. But at the moment, that seems like that's a lot of what we're going to be getting in the 2.1 update, and I, for one, am really looking forward to this. I can't wait to see what direction Frontier ends up taking this, because at the moment we've got the groundwork laid in Elite Dangerous. And right now Frontier is just basically starting to build up on the foundations of what we've got in the game currently. And I am extremely excited to see where this is going. And I just can't wait to see what the future holds for the game. I'm really in this for the long run, and I want to see the game succeed. So anyway, let me know what you think about all these upcoming changes and potential changes to Elite Dangerous in 2.1. Let me know down in the comments what you think. And let me know if I've missed anything, because it's quite possible that I've gone and done so. Because I've got an absolutely appalling memory. I'm pretty sure I covered most of it. But anyway guys, I do hope you've enjoyed the video and found it somewhat enlightening. Anyway, I've been Commander Chaos Wolf, you guys have been epic, I will see you soon. And until then, Commanders, keep flying and stay shiny.